Alright, what is going on, everybody? Been a minute since I've done this. It's been probably a few months, you know, a lot has happened since then. Most recently, Iran got invaded. We are now at war. What else happened? When did I last make one of these? I don't know. A few months. Oh, Olympics. Olympics, I saw that. I know we did pretty good. And I saw that one kid, I think his name was Ilya. He like did the quad thing and he failed. I don't know, I saw it all through TikTok, so don't ask me too much. But just thought I would get on today, talk a little bit about some stuff I had on my mind. You know, a lot of stuff's happened in these few months, for me especially. A lot of personal stuff, a lot of job stuff. The whole 9 yards, some of it good, some of it bad. It's just how it be. One thing I had on my mind, because of recent events, was AI. You know, it's in everyone's mind and stuff. Everyone's dealing with it. Everyone uses it. Maybe not everyone, but a lot of people use it. A lot of businesses are using it. I know the headlines is that, oh, AI is taking jobs, this and that. Is this guy gonna take off? There he goes. You know, taking jobs, listening to us. I don't know if you guys saw, but Chat GPT just signed a deal with the Pentagon saying it can be used for all legal. Okay, this guy's like stupid. All legal military capabilities. That's just like a nicer, softened way of saying mass surveillance. They were gonna have a deal with Anthropic's Claude, but Anthropic said no. So, showing some backbone, which I like to see. So they went to ChatGPT, and of course Sam Altman, who's kind of like not even human looking, said yeah, and he'll take the millions, that like hundreds of millions or whatever that deal comes with. But like I said, a lot of updates in my job. A lot of them being, oh my god, new ways of working from AI. At least that's what my company calls them. And I know I've said this before, but I work for a fairly large CPG company. CPG means consumer packaged goods. So think like you buy a frozen meal, you buy something packaged, you buy something from Starbucks that you buy outside of a Starbucks store. You know, that's a CPG. It's basically just like goods that are you can buy and are kind of ready to use, ready to be eaten. That's what CPG is. And I do the operations and logistics side of it. So you kind of think like, oh, like, and I'm not a driver, you know, I'm not saying I'm a driver, but like respect to them though, especially after working for around 9 months is what I've been doing. They really go through a lot. And they don't get paid or they don't get the recognition that they should get. But anyway, my company uses Copilot and they really like it. They're really trying to push it onto everything that we do. They're like, hey, we're using this whether you like it or not. They push trainings. Damn, that's kind of political. They push trainings. They push lessons. They say if you use it correctly, you get a bonus. Not necessarily like a money bonus, but you get points. And it's kind of how like gambling's illegal in Japan, but you can gamble for points, and then you can turn those points for money. It's kind of what my company does. So if you can use it, show someone that you did a project using AI, you can get points for it, turn those points into money. What is this? Oh, okay, okay. Damn, I used to be really good at the scout helicopters. Oh, okay. Back in Battlefield 4, but that time is over. I like to have the cross too. You can kind of see where it crosses over. But if we got a helo, that means they do as well. So. Okay. Poppin'. Anyway, so they're really just, I don't know how. Maybe we blow up, maybe we don't. Maybe I don't see the rocket. I do not see the rocket. Okay, maybe it hit the fucking wire. I'll take that. Anyway. Yeah, they give you a lot of money, they give you a lot of projects, they're trying to push everything about it, and I kind of get it. You know, my team has like 15 people, one of them was, you know, not performing well, and, you know, we fired her. So, that's just how these things are, you know, corporate America. I learn more and more about it every day. But yeah, they're really incentivizing it. They really want everyone to use it. And the capabilities are not bad. You know, I did a few projects from it. I saved like 50,000, like I'm being serious, $50,000 from an idea about it. You know, how to optimize what we call transit times, how to optimize, it's called dryage. So you just don't, like, if you have something, you just don't want it sitting there. If you ordered it, kind of want to get it to the customer as soon as possible. So I have been using it a lot, and it's good. And I think a benefit for Gen Z is that, you know, I mean, at least some of us, we're quite open to it and like we'll use it, but a lot of people won't. And like, respect, I know a lot of people are just anti AI for whatever reason that may be, but I don't know where these missiles are coming from, if they're coming. Um, you know, I have a friend who's doing philosophy, and she was like, I don't like it because you don't have any original thought. It makes echo chambers, and there's case studies for this. You know, people have case studies where people have gone insane. Granted, it's more like people are like, oh, they finally got pushed over the edge more than they were fine, and this is all AI's fault. So people are saying it's just who's using it and how they're using it. But that's why I think we have an advantage, because we're kind of open to using new stuff like this, just because we were like the digital nomads, if you will. Let's see if I can. There we go, cheeky. And I use it all the time, and I get like praised is a down, like not even a good enough word to describe what my boss, what my manager say about it. I get praised like to shit for the amount of times I use AI and for what I use it for and what I'm able to save with it. So they really like using AI, and for good reason, especially if it's saving them hundreds of thousands. And that's where you get like the whole corporate stuff. I don't know, I feel like I'm going in circles. But my main point of this was, like, people say AI is going to take jobs. I agree. White collar jobs are getting knocked out. The rate of which they're being implemented is a little bit different. I should come back with statistics on this, but they're coming whether we like it or not, because it is saving money. I can't do much with light rockets, because it is saving money. But, you know, I thought, oh, you know, like, white collar is taken out, and we all hear people go trades. Get a blue collar job, you know, learn how to weld, learn how to be a plumber, learn how to do XYZ. And you think that's safe, right? Like, everyone needs that kind of stuff. Learn how to be a forklift driver. Now, here's where I get into my spiel. Let's see, take this guy out. Uh-oh. And, you know, forklift driver. My office is attached to a distribution center. Big ass motherfucking thing, like football fields worth. And, you know, it looks like a Costco. I was like, oh damn, this is just like a Costco. If there's a missile coming after me, let's see if I can level it. There we go. You know, looks like a Costco, but except it's just our products. You know, and our products are, oh damn, there's a fucking tank shell. Our products are room temp, so we don't need a freezer, at least for the distribution center that I'm in, or I'm attached to at least. And I was like, oh, okay, they're gonna give people a tour. They give new employees a tour. And this dude, I don't know what that is. And this dude was on a little golf cart, just driving us around, telling us about it. And I was like, oh, there's no people. Like, where is everyone, like, moving the forklifts and stuff? You know, shouldn't there be like forklift drivers, you know, forklift certified? And they were like, yeah, we'll get to that. I was like, okay. And he keeps driving around, and I asked him, how many people does it take to operate this entire distribution center? 4. I go, 4? And he goes, 4. And I was like, what do you mean 4? Like, this thing's the size of 3 football fields. How do you have enough people to move all the stuff, you know, manage all the inventory? That's just impossible. And he's like, well, like, we'll get to it. Okay. I thought I was behind the thing, but I guess not. And he was like, we'll get to it. And we get to this certain part of the distribution center, and there's literal robots Like, I don't know how many of y'all played Titanfall, but just imagine like an Atlas I think it was called like the fucking generic one. Atlas robot fucking carrying boxes, moving it to and fro with lasers, like literal lasers. So it'll go up to the section of the distribution center where the crate is, scan a QR code with its little laser thingy, find out that it's the right product that it needs to get, lift it up, and then take it to the dock, to the truck dock. It'll take it to the truck dock, and then there's like, I don't know if you guys have seen the little, I think it's Waymo, the little Waymos that like deliver food in like Los Angeles. Oh fuck. But it's like small versions of that, and it'll load the truck. And I was like, holy shit. There's 4 people, you know, 1 floor manager, 1 guy that oversees all the robots, and 2 robot technicians to fix it whenever one goes out of service or like stops charging. But they'll walk into their own designated charging port. They know where to go when they're out of battery, and then they'll swap with another one. So it's like a constant movement. So like your movement of goods never stops. And it literally looked like a Titanfall robot. I watched it pick it up, bring it to the dry dock, and then the little robot came in, moved the goods to where it needed to be in the truck, and then the guy left. And this all happens in like 20 minutes, you know, like loading that many goods is not easy. But 20 minutes to load an entire truck with 40,000 pounds of product. No one in it. No person, no manual labor, no nothing. And in my mind, I was like, oh damn, dude, this guy is on fire. How many jobs is this gonna take? You know, and I asked, how many DCs are like, this is like the size of 3 football fields. And he's like, there's a few, like 3. And they have dozens, and a big ass CPG company, dozens and dozens and dozens of DCs like this in the United States, overseas hundreds. And I'm like, so when are we rolling this out? And he's like, by 2035, we want all of them to be automated. So there goes hundreds of forklift jobs, hundreds of picking jobs, hundreds of like warehouse supervisor jobs. And I was just like, holy fuck. So I know people, oh, they added a tome or something, cool. So I know people are saying like blue collar this, blue collar that, you know, that's the way to fight off the AI storm, if you will. Maybe not, you know, maybe blue collar is at risk too, more than we thought, or more than was anticipated. It was insane. Like, they know where to go. They have the electronics. Obviously, the entire DC is mapped out. So the AI, like, has eyes, they call it. But the eyes are just, like, the mapping out of the entire DC where it knows where to go. It knows where all the SKU numbers are. It knows where all the products are so it doesn't mess up. And it just runs like a smooth machine. And I was like, how long did it take for you guys to, like, figure this out? And he goes, like, to implement it took, like, 2 months. You know, 2 months of mistake after mistake after mistake. But once they nail it at one place, it's just a matter of time before they roll it out in every other spot. So I'm just imagining how many jobs this fucking shit is gonna take. And it was just crazy. And I was like, oh my god, I did not know AI was like this. I didn't know we had robots. I don't know what company is fucking making these things, the little Titanfall robots to do these things. But it does them. You don't gotta feed them. You don't gotta pay them. You don't gotta, you know, worried about getting sued if one of these if one of these robot things is getting crushed. I'm gonna blow up. It's not a liability. You know, boo-hoo, you're not gonna get sued by a fucking Pacific Rim robot over here. So times are changing, you know, blue collar, maybe not the way to go. And then people are like confused, like, what the fuck kind of job, like, what job am I gonna get, you know, blue collar, no, white collar, no. People are saying that AI was meant to, like, replace all jobs. So maybe none of us are just meant to work. And by the time AI is done doing all that hoopla, we don't need to work. We can just live, you know, engage in our hobbies, engage in whatever you guys want to do in your spare time. I don't know. Anyway, that is all. Oh, thank you. Let me see. I'll try to hit a. Let me lock in for like a second here. I think there's a tank here. I just can't see it. There he goes. There's a guy here. Oh. Let me see. I'll stop recording when I dive. I'll see how many I can get. But yeah, keep up to date. Oh fuck. Well, I got him. Keep up to date on all this stuff going on. You know, you never know. You know, the quicker you are to adapt to it, and the quicker you are to adopt it, the more marketable you'll be in the job hunt. It's not going to get any easier, I think, is what we gotta come to terms with, you know. But yeah, anyway, everyone have a good day. Try to stay positive in these times of uncertainty, and I will see you guys later.